Legs feel colder, heavier, or slower than they used to, one surprising cup of coffee can start sending fresh blood rushing back into them in just 24 hours. Poor circulation in seniors is silent and often ignored until it suddenly limits stability. But cardiovascular nutrition research has uncovered something unexpectedly simple. Specific circulation activating coffees can unlock tighter blood vessels, energize sluggish leg muscles, and restore warmth to the feet in just 24 hours. No complicated protocol, no expensive treatment, just one intentional cup. In this video, you'll learn about 3 powerful blends designed to support leg and foot circulation using natural, science-backed compounds. These blends offer a practical, daily way to support warmth, comfort, oxygen flow, and mobility without overwhelming the body. If you want a simple habit that helps your legs feel more alive, you're in the right place. 1. Cardamom Heart-Flow Coffee. Most seniors are stunned when they learn that a single spice added to morning coffee can push warm, oxygen-rich blood into the legs in less than 24 hours. Cardamom Heart-Flow Coffee works almost like a miniature vascular intervention, releasing cineol, terpenyl acetate, and rare polyphenols. These compounds rapidly loosen stiff vessel walls and restart lower limb circulation that has quietly weakened for years. The effect is so immediate that many adults feel tingling warmth returning to their feet before they even finish the cup. What makes this blend so powerful is the way cardamom's essential oils travel through the bloodstream. Each aromatic molecule behaves like a signal, instructing the vascular system to relax, open, and respond more flexibly. Cineol, the most researched oil in cardamom, interacts with smooth muscle fibers inside the vessel walls. These fibers control whether vessels stay tight or open freely. As cineol disperses, it reduces excessive tension, allowing blood to move downward with less force, less resistance, and far more warmth. Seniors who often complain that their legs feel cold from the inside usually experience this due to microvascular constriction. Cardamom takes direct aim at that. Another surprising element of Cardamom Heart-Flow Coffee is its influence on endothelial behavior. The endothelium is a thin cellular lining running through every vessel in the body, and its responsiveness determines whether circulation feels smooth or sluggish. With age, oxidative stress weakens this lining, making vessels rigid and slow to expand. Cardamom brings a concentrated dose of antioxidant protection through limonene, borneol, quercetin, and flavonoid glycosides, compounds known for guarding endothelial cells from the wear and tear caused by aging. When the endothelium becomes more resilient, vessels regain their natural ability to widen during movement, resulting in a noticeable improvement in lower body blood flow. Seniors who often feel heavy legs after short distances may be experiencing poor microcirculation, tiny capillaries that no longer deliver adequate warmth and oxygen. Cardamom's smaller polyphenols can pass into these microscopic channels easily, helping maintain the flexibility needed for blood to enter and exit smoothly. This improved traffic flow through capillaries is one of the reasons warmth returns so quickly to the toes and ankles. Coffee provides the initial push in blood flow velocity, while cardamom ensures those vessels are open enough to receive it. Together, they create a rapid shift that typical dietary changes alone simply cannot match in speed. Cardamom Heart-Flow Coffee also reduces one of the biggest hidden obstacles to good circulation: digestive overdemand. When digestion is slow, bloated, or irritated, the body sends a huge amount of blood to the abdomen, leaving the legs with barely enough to stay warm. Cardamom's digestive compounds, myrcene, saponine, terpenen 4-oil, optimize stomach motility and reduce pressure from trapped gas. This improvement frees blood to support the limbs instead of being tied up managing post-meal discomfort. Many seniors notice that their usual caffeine-related stomach irritation disappears when cardamom is added, allowing the circulatory benefits of coffee to work without digestive disruption. The warming effect of this blend is not just sensory, it's metabolic. Cardamom lightly activates thermogenesis, the body's natural heat-producing mechanism. Unlike stimulants that spike heart rate or blood pressure, cardamom creates a steady, controlled increase in metabolic warmth. When combined with the natural heat of coffee and the improved vessel flexibility it induces, this leads to a gentle, long-lasting flow of warmth into the legs and feet. For seniors who wake up with stiff, cold limbs that take hours to loosen, this thermogenic effect can feel like real relief. Respiratory support is another hidden benefit. Cineol has mild bronchodilating properties, meaning it opens airways slightly and helps air move more freely. When the lungs take in air more effectively, oxygen levels in the blood rise. Oxygen-rich blood is easier to circulate and more nourishing to tissues, including those in the lower legs. Seniors who struggle with shallow breathing or fatigue during simple tasks often notice that their legs feel stronger and more alive when oxygen delivery improves. Even small boosts in oxygenation can change how the legs respond to movement. Cardamom also influences the nervous system in a way that directly supports circulation. Its fragrance naturally activates the parasympathetic system, the body's relax and restore mode. Many seniors unknowingly operate in a perpetual low-stress state that keeps vessels constricted. When cardamom relaxes these nervous pathways, the vessels loosen, allowing blood to flow downward more consistently. This reduction in internal tension also enhances balance, mobility, and the feeling of lightness in the legs. Another advantage is cardamom's gentle diuretic effect. Mild ankle swelling, fluid retention, and end-of-day puffiness put external pressure on blood vessels, restricting circulation. The diuretic compounds in cardamom help the body release this excess fluid, freeing the vessels to carry blood downward more easily. When swelling decreases, movement becomes smoother, steps feel lighter, and the legs regain flexibility that had been lost over time. This balance of fluid also prevents that heavy, dragging sensation often felt in the evening. What sets Cardamom Heart-Flow Coffee apart is the way all these effects converge. It doesn't work on just one piece of circulation, it works on several simultaneously. Vessel relaxation, endothelial strength, microcirculation responsiveness, metabolic warmth, nervous system tension, and fluid balance. This is why many seniors notice changes not over months, but within the first day. The body responds quickly when several circulatory levers are pulled at once. If you are looking for a simple daily ritual that delivers rapid warmth, stronger oxygen movement, and noticeably lighter legs, Cardamom Heart-Flow Coffee provides a meaningful, practical option. It takes an ordinary cup of coffee and turns it into a targeted circulatory support tool, one that can help restore lower body comfort, confidence, and mobility in a way few morning habits do. 2. Dirty tea circulation coffee. Most seniors don't expect a simple mix of coffee and strong black tea to influence leg circulation within hours. Yet dirty tea circulation coffee routinely does. When these two brews meet, they create a surge of caffeine, theaflavins, and vascular active polyphenols that immediately target the same circulation barriers aging creates. Considering that an estimated 62% of adults over 60 report cold feet, heaviness, or numbness linked to sluggish blood flow, the speed of this blend often feels unbelievable. But its effects make sense once you understand what happens inside the vessels. The first shift begins with velocity. Coffee delivers a quick boost to blood flow speed, something measurable in controlled settings, and in seniors, this matters because blood naturally slows by up to 20% per decade after age 50. When hot coffee initiates that upward push, the black tea steps in to regulate how smoothly the vessels open. Black tea contains the flavins known to support nitric oxide availability, a molecule essential for vessel widening. Nitric oxide production can drop 35 to 50% with age, which explains why the legs often lose warmth long before other parts of the body. Dirty tea circulation. Coffee helps counter that decline almost instantly. Where the blend becomes especially powerful is in its effect on microcirculation, the tiny vessels responsible for warmth, sensation, and tissue recovery. Research shows that capillary density in the lower legs can decrease by up to 40% between ages 60 and 80, making it harder for blood to reach the feet efficiently. The polyphenols in black tea support capillary flexibility, while caffeine enhances the driving pressure needed to move blood through these narrow channels. Seniors who feel numb toes in the morning or need long periods to warm up usually experience this due to microvascular stalling. Many notice a light tingling or gentle heat returning within a day of using this blend. Dirty tea circulation coffee also works through the autonomic nervous system, the internal switchboard that controls vessel tension. Chronic low-level stress, extremely common in older adults, activates the sympathetic fight-or-flight branch, causing vessels to constrict without awareness. Studies show that sustained sympathetic activity can reduce peripheral blood delivery by up to 25%. Black tea naturally calms certain stress pathways, while coffee sharpens alertness without overriding that calm. This unusual pairing creates a balanced internal state where vessels relax, flow improves, and the legs no longer feel deprived or tight. Another dramatic effect comes from the way this blend influences endothelial function. The aflavins in black tea help support endothelial nitric oxide synthase, the enzyme responsible for producing the nitric oxide needed for smooth vessel movement. Meanwhile, the natural bitterness of coffee activates metabolic readiness, making the heart more efficient at sending blood downward without creating dangerous spikes in rhythm or pressure. This coordinated response improves how the lower body handles everyday movement. When oxygenation rises, a common effect of improved endothelial behavior, muscles in the calves, shins, and ankles gain the energy needed to support walking and standing. Since seniors can experience a 10 to 15% drop in oxygen extraction efficiency per decade, even mild improvements can translate into easier steps, stronger balance, and less fatigue after periods of inactivity. Dirty tea circulation coffee also influences energy delivery at the cellular level. Coffee triggers a rapid release of stored energy, while black tea provides a slower, steadier form of alertness through L-theanine and antioxidant compounds. This combination supports the metabolic needs of leg muscles, which often lose efficiency with age. A more consistent energy supply naturally draws more blood into active tissues. This muscle demand pull improves circulation from the inside out, explaining why seniors describe their legs as feeling more responsive after drinking this blend. Hydration is another surprising factor in leg circulation. About 37% of seniors live in a state of mild chronic dehydration, which makes blood thicker, slows flow, and worsens coldness in the extremities. Black tea supports hydration more effectively than plain water because its compounds help the body retain fluids. Coffee, meanwhile, stimulates movement of that fluid within the bloodstream. Together, they reduce stagnation, improve viscosity, and support smoother peripheral circulation. This is especially helpful for seniors who have swelling around the ankles or stiffness after sitting. The cognitive lift from this combination also plays a crucial role. With age, reaction time, and proprioceptive awareness, the brain's sense of where the legs and feet are in space can decline by 15 to 20%, which affects balance and walking rhythm. Coffee heightens awareness, while black tea provides stable mental clarity without jitteriness. Better mental engagement leads to steadier breathing, more efficient posture adjustments, and smoother walking patterns, all of which directly support lower body blood flow. The sensory effect of the drink itself shouldn't be overlooked. The aroma of strong tea blended with coffee triggers a state of grounded alertness, helping the nervous system shift out of internal tension. When vessel tone decreases, circulation naturally becomes freer. Many seniors who feel restricted, tight, or cold in the legs during emotional stress find this blend unexpectedly soothing. What makes dirty tea circulation coffee so compelling isn't just the ingredients, it's the deep, layered interaction between them. It activates blood flow velocity, supports vessel flexibility, strengthens microcirculation, enhances oxygen transport, balances hydration, sharpens the nervous system, and improves energy distribution. These systems don't just improve circulation individually, they amplify one another. That's why the legs often respond so quickly. For seniors seeking a fast, practical, enjoyable way to restore warmth, comfort, and daily mobility, dirty tea circulation coffee offers a uniquely powerful ritual. It transforms two common drinks into a targeted circulatory support tool capable of helping the lower body feel lighter, warmer, and more alive in less than 24 hours. 3. MCT Energy Coffee. Even after exploring the powerful vascular effects of the earlier coffees, MCT Energy Coffee stands out because it targets circulation through a pathway neither of the previous ones touched. Rapid metabolic ignition. MCT bypasses standard digestion and converts straight into ketone-based fuel, producing a fast surge of clean cellular energy that accelerates blood movement into the legs and feet. Many seniors feel rising warmth, sharper alertness, and stronger lower body responsiveness within minutes, a response driven by the body's immediate shift toward high-efficiency fuel that pushes circulation toward areas most affected by age-related slowing. This early metabolic ignition is not theoretical. Research shows that nearly 60 to 70% of MCTs convert into usable energy within the first 15 minutes, a rate dramatically faster than carbohydrates or long-chain fats. This instant fuel cascades through the cardiovascular system, increasing the delivery of oxygen-rich blood to the legs and feet. Seniors often describe feeling this as a smooth switching on sensation, as if their lower body becomes more awake and more coordinated. This rapid effect is a direct result of ketone-based energy traveling through the bloodstream with fewer metabolic steps, reducing effort for the heart and allowing circulation to reach areas that normally remain undersupplied. One of the most overlooked effects of MCT Energy Coffee is the way it enhances the body's muscular readiness. When tissues receive fast, clean fuel, they contract and relax with greater precision. Research on ketone-supported muscle activity shows improvements in muscle response times by up to 12%, helping movement feel smoother and more stable. For seniors, this translates into better engagement of the calf muscles, the natural second heart that pumps blood upward from the legs. Stronger muscular pull means blood no longer stagnates in the lower limbs, which is one of the most common contributors to cold feet, swelling, and heaviness. Many seniors notice they stand up more confidently and walk with more control when their muscles are properly fueled. MCT Energy Coffee also activates a mild but highly beneficial form of thermogenesis. MCTs trigger a clean metabolic warmth created through fat-based energy conversion. Studies show that MCTs can increase thermogenic activity by up to 5%, enough to noticeably warm the lower legs without straining the heart. As internal heat rises, tiny vessels in the limbs expand, reducing resistance and allowing blood to move more freely. This is why seniors who constantly struggle with cold legs often find the warmth from MCT Energy Coffee both comforting and consistent. It reflects real vascular expansion, not a surface-level flush. Another unique advantage lies in its influence on mitochondrial performance that declines naturally with age. MCTs provide a high-efficiency fuel source that requires less oxygen to produce the same amount of energy. Studies show ketones can improve mitochondrial efficiency by 28 to 32%, meaning the legs and feet receive better energy support even when circulation is compromised. As cellular efficiency rises, tissues demand a more consistent supply of oxygen and nutrients, pulling fresh blood downward through the limbs throughout the day. This steady cellular demand is one of the key reasons seniors report reduced heaviness and better mobility after adopting MCT Energy Coffee. Cognitive sharpness is another surprising but essential part of the circulation equation. The brain consumes nearly 20% of the body's oxygen, and when it receives ketone-based clarity, neuromuscular coordination improves. Seniors who drink MCT Energy Coffee often feel more mentally steady, more balanced, and more spatially aware, factors that directly influence gait and posture. When posture improves, circulation improves. When movement becomes rhythmic and fluid, blood returns upward more effectively, and when coordination strengthens, the lower body stays warm, oxygenated, and active for longer periods without fatigue. A major reason circulation improves so quickly with this blend is its ability to stabilize energy across several hours. Unlike sugar-based spikes that collapse into crashes, MCTs burn steadily, promoting a predictable metabolic rhythm. This stability helps keep circulation consistent, especially in the legs and feet. Research indicates that MCT-derived energy can sustain metabolic output 2 to 3 times longer than carbohydrate-based drinks, reducing midday fatigue and supporting prolonged mobility. Seniors who normally lose steam by noon often find they stay active long enough for the body to maintain healthy blood movement into the extremities. MCT Energy Coffee also supports better digestive balance, another factor that quietly influences circulation. When digestion is heavy or slow, blood pools around the gut, leaving the extremities undersupplied. Because MCTs require almost no digestive breakdown, they reduce the workload on the stomach and intestines. This frees blood to remain more evenly distributed and prevents the post-meal heaviness that often shuts circulation down. Many seniors notice that their legs remain warmer and more responsive after breakfast when digestion is not monopolizing blood flow. Fluid balance also improves with MCT use. When cells receive efficient energy, they manage intracellular water more effectively. This creates smoother vascular flow and reduces the thick, sluggish blood movement that accompanies dehydration. Seniors frequently report less ankle swelling, less morning tightness, and fewer episodes of evening heaviness after using MCT consistently. Nerve function is another critical piece. Ketones act as a cleaner burning fuel for nerve cells, supporting smoother signal transmission. When nerve signaling improves, vessels dilate more appropriately, muscles respond more quickly, and sensory tissues feel more awake. This is why many seniors describe reduced tingling or a reawakened feeling in the lower legs over time. Ultimately, MCT Energy Coffee provides a multifaceted circulation boost that works through energy acceleration, vascular warming, muscle engagement, cellular efficiency, hydration support, and neural clarity. Its effects are distinct from the earlier coffees because it does not rely on vessel relaxation or polyphenol-driven blood flow. It relies on pure metabolic propulsion. And for seniors seeking a circulation shift they can feel quickly and consistently, this makes MCT Energy Coffee one of the most compelling additions to a daily routine. Daily coffee rituals can become a quiet anchor for circulation, warmth, and steady energy, especially when chosen with intention. Supporting the body's natural flow patterns, encouraging metabolic balance, and promoting consistent lower body comfort are all achievable through small habits practiced each morning. This video shows how simple additions can influence oxygen delivery, movement ease, and overall vitality without overwhelming the routine. The key is consistency, awareness, and choosing ingredients that work with the body's natural physiology. Like this video and subscribe for more science-based senior wellness insights.